Welcome back to the Crypto Nest. So first of all, I wanted to let you know that when you add a coin, maybe when let's do it now, okay? So I am looking for FET, and you're going to have many fetch AI. So you wanna go and explore kind of a few, and then you're going to choose the one that has long history, because I do have one here. And as you can see, this is fetch Binance USD, but it's kind of short, and it doesn't, it ends, what is that, October 2021. But then there is another one still on Binance, and it's much longer. It goes up to beginning of 2020. Actually, even more than that. When was that? March 2019. Okay, so the longer you find the chart history, the better it is to analyze the chart, right? So let me hide the volume here because it bothers me. Okay, so I would say that this coin, it performed quite well in the previous cycle. So it started, and for as many coins, they take a drop. I would say 80% of the coin, when they get released, they just they drain down, and after that he tried to recover, and I believe he did the 1-2, and I really kick in January 2021, and this was a 1 full completed. And then I believe this is an A and a B and a C, and I completed the wave 2 here. And within the wave C, there is 5 waves, so you can clearly see the 1, 2, a long wave 3, a 4, and a 5. After that, it went dead flat for almost 1 year, and in the beginning of December last year, I think he substantially did something. To be fair, okay, he did something in July 2022, but then he failed because he should have done much higher, and then he actually made a lower low. Okay, so this is one, and then now, well, for sure he's doing something right. It's something horizontal, brutal, very impulsive. So starting from November, it started to have some signs of revival, and it did the 1, and then it retraced to the ideal retracement for a wave 2. Now you can see that I have small box here. I'm going to explain why. I'm going to put it maybe in 4 hours because we have more details. So if I do my extension from the beginning of this wave 1 to this one, and then usually I would take just here the beginning, but I went even lower to give me a chance, because you're going to see that it just outperformed, because usually it's the 1.618, right? And then it didn't do much here, and then actually it reacted a little bit on the 2, but it really stayed on the 2.382 to the 2.618 at 28, almost 29 cents. So that's crazy. And then let me see if I can do the pullback. So beginning of the third wave to the end of the third wave, and you see we did retreat. We just barely managed to do this minimum requirement, which would have been here. So we just tipped in, you see. And then I know now I'm messing. It's like, why is doing the extension and then retracement? Well, it's because I just have it here, and usually this is the level of the wave 5, right? But we went way beyond, and now this is our wave 3. So I really had to extend the values of my Fibonacci extension to find why it stopped there, right? So we did reacted between the 4.414 and the 4.764 a little bit, and then after that, it's just crazy, just skyrocket. So amazing. So now in the other chart that I did, yeah, so I just wanna to put my you see, we stopped here a little bit, and then now we're kind of bouncing around this level because we had this previous peak, and I don't know which one would be the next relevant one. I would say maybe here we had a kind of resistance, and the next one, you know, clearly it's that one, and after that we, you know, we really have a lot of work to do. But for sure there is some here, and the more we go, we're going to get more. But let's get with what we have for a moment, and then I would say that now, you know, it did quite outperformed, and how far can it go? So I mean, yeah, it's amazing. I was trying to say, maybe think maybe this, it could even become a 1-2, but then it just doesn't, it didn't retrace enough, right? So I think this coin now really need to chill off a little bit, because, you know, he must be exhausted. He did quite a performance, and then what would be the potential, just for fun, you know, for this coin? So if I'm taking this as a wave 1 and this as a wave 2, I mean, the minimum requirement would be here, right? At the 1.618. But we, I would say it's very conservatory, because you saw how high it can go. So I would say that it can easily reach, for the third wave, this level. So between $2 and $2.27.28 for the third wave, and then we're going to have a normal pullback, and then yeah, I would say we can easily go around the 5 levels. So that would be around $4, at least, you know, $4, I would say, but you never know. But yeah, the potential. Now this is for sure speculation, right? Or dreaming a little bit, but well, many coins, the meta coins last cycle, they really did that, and NFTs also, they had their moment, and I believe the next moment is going to be the AI moment. So that's the thing, I believe. Okay, so now let's go back to the, maybe, I don't know if 1 hour would be good. So maybe it's too much. So now ideally I want to find maybe well, first of all I want to draw some trend lines. So we had one here, actually let me put the 4 hours so I have less detail, so maybe it's easier to find a line. So well, for sure this is for long term, okay? So we are having this maybe trend line here like this. Okay, and then we have another trend line maybe from here, I could say here. Now, why am I doing that? I'm trying to prepare for the next support lines that eventually I'm going to need, because for sure now it's going to make a pullback. And also now I want to find MA that it's you know, like maybe can support more the price and act really as a support. So now I'm having the 50, but it's actually going in the price. So maybe 100 I have a better idea. Okay, so 100 maybe I like it better, so I'm going to hide the blue one, and then I can see that here it started to support it. Here we went on and off, but it kind of reacted well, and here as well. And then so now, yeah, it's a good indication, let's say, for this coin, because every coin has its own MA that is going to be more how you say that is going to react well, right? So you just need to play with the values, maybe the 50, the 100, the 200. So you find the good value that bring the most support to the crypto or the stock. Okay, so now for sure, as it did here before, it's going to go back to the DMA. So this is the 4 hours. If I go to the 1 hour, is it still relevant? Because every time frame is going to act a little bit differently. So yeah, it's not a bad at all. Okay. So I would say now, can we say that this is doing almost a channeling from here, or maybe here to here? If I take this trend line, these 2 points, and then I take this one here, you see, it's so impulsive that it's just amazing. But that would be another indication that, so now it's reacting to this previous peak of a resistance. And maybe the other thing is, like, if you can actually now draw this uptrend channeling, and it's reacting to this trend line also. So that could be another indication. And can you see that it really stopped at this level, and which is not a coincidence, because this was a previous bend down area of value here that acted as a resistance quite a few times. So go, like, this is also another key point. You need to go and check for previous resistance, so that it does work perfectly, and then you can explain why the price stopped there. So now the first thing, the first sign that we're going to see that the price is going to maybe start to reverse is going to be when it's going to break this uptrend channel line. Okay, so now the RSI in the 1 hour, it's oversold, and then maybe now we start to lose some momentum on the MACD on the 4 hours. I'm not sure I want to go on the 1 hour. Let's go for it. But okay, so that one also, actually, we start to have a bearish signs, and the most important one is the 1 day. And 1 day, as you can see, we could still skyrocket further. How further can it go? It's anyone guess, honestly. When those things start to go, they go. But we can see that it did skyrocket here, and it went on a side. But can you see the impulsive movement here? So maybe it's not even done this, and it's going to reach the 65 cents level, and maybe I need to add more resistance point in the future. So let's take it one step at a time. But I am not stepping in this one. I think I did got some in a lower level. I don't remember, not even when I got in. I need to check today. And for sure, this is a long-term investment, so I'm not really planning to take some gains, or maybe I take 20% or 25% and leave the rest. But I'm going to wait for the next pullback, at least at this trend line, and then we're going to analyze if it's worth it to get in, or if it's going to do something crazy, and it's going to pull back so much that we can consider that this first wave is finished, and then after that I would get in when it does the second wave. So let's take for granted that it finished. So the ideal retracement would be minimum between, what was that, 16 cents and a half and 32 cents. I would make sense because here we have a strong support now. So that would be the ideal retracement. So we will see. Hopefully it's going to do that. But yeah, so let's try to not FOMO, most important thing. And then don't chase the price. Let the price go to you. So I'm waiting for that. And yeah, like, you know, all the time price, you know, even if it skyrocket, after that it goes back to the EMA, right? So wait the price to go back to the EMA. So this is what I'm going to do next. So it has to, and then if it starts to go down, and then or ideally even start to reverse, then we can have well, the beginning, we can see the beginning of the impulse of the A, B, and a C. So that would be ideal. So let's wait that moment, and maybe we can scale in there. All right, this is quite a long video. I'm sorry for that. So, well, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And then see you maybe tomorrow. Okay, have a good day.